The Birth of Evil. Predictive History YouTube channel. I'll leave a link of the channel in the description. Check it out. Very interesting. Episode 5 of one of the series he has is very interesting. I literally took notes on it. I have it right here. And I would like to break it down because I personally like reaction videos. Look, I watch a TV show somewhere or watch a movie. I, for some reason, just want to go on YouTube and look up reaction of Mirzapur season 3 or review of so-and-so season, blah, blah, blah. Mad Men season 2 review. And I, watch the breakdown, what happened, this and that. I find it interesting. I also watch reviews of people reviewing songs for some reason. I find it interesting. So I personally would like that. I would watch someone's video who is doing a review on a random YouTube video. Like some of these lectures are pretty, you have to sit there and watch it a couple times. And certain things I personally, with this predictive history lectures, each lecture, you maybe have to watch it 4 or 5 times to kind of understand what is being said. You're doing random things throughout the day, listening to it. You need to listen even if you find that one of these videos interesting, listen to it a couple times. If you find something beneficial, okay, like that's an idea that's beneficial from that video, or I find that interesting. There's probably a lot of stuff you overlooked, missed, because I rewatched the video 4 or 5 times, passively, actively taking notes, and then passively, vice versa. That's how you fully learn and understand things. And sometimes understanding, I have to get a bigger picture of everything. And predictive history, this professor from this, he's from China. Not that that matters. It's just interesting. It's very kind of unbiased. And he's a teacher in a school that transitions students from China to go abroad. So I can see that he has an unbiased. He's not being paid to say what he's saying, and that I can see. And only reason I've been able to see that is because of learning the way he thinks by watching his videos. Learning the way he questions things. And you can do this with anyone. If Mark Cuban, I don't really like Mark Cuban. I don't know why I thought of Mark Cuban, but I've been seeing his face a lot recently. If you want to, run a business like how he runs a business, and you want to be like and think like how he thinks for some reason, I mean, he's accomplished a lot in his life. Listen to him. Listen and learn the way this person thinks, questions things, how they word things, how they talk to themselves. Because our world is just an illusion, and words and things that we say do matter. So this episode 5, I'm going to be reading out some notes that I took. Secret history. Metaphorical understanding of anger. Anger is a god who seized me and who propelled me to fight, and then unleashed the gods of vengeance who fought back, seizing the other person to fight me back. Today we believe in the literal world. The literal world is the literal world. Like the material world is the only world that matters, that is real. This is what reality is. Back in the day, there was a polytheistic viewpoint. In the video, he mentions we are the playthings of gods, and these gods were like Zeus, Ares, Apollos, and they were just similar to humans. Like they did human things. They, chased women, they drank, ate food, this and that, but they just lived forever. And above those gods, he says, are higher gods, which are fate and fortune. If you're lucky, then you're just lucky. A corrupt king, politician could be successful, live a great life for 5 years and be on the top of the world, but gets killed. That's just what happens. And above that, above the fate and fortune, is things like gravity, justice. If someone is lucky and is successful at certain things but is unjust, it's breaking the universe's structure. The universe's structure is breaking if you are being unjust. And this is what was said in the video. Gravity is always going to be there. Justice is always going to be there. So you can't break the fabric of the universe. So in reality, the video overall in minute like 13-ish was talking about how mind leads to matter. The Romans tried to kill this view and change this to monotheism, more so the traditional Christianity stuff that you have, maybe you grow up, you grow up hearing about Christians, go to church. This is the Romans' creation. They changed it from this polytheistic, which is most likely the truth. These greater forces, and we are the playthings of those forces. And balancing each other's equations and the universal scales balancing, that's probably what's true. But the Romans pushed and pushed this monotheistic view of Christianity, and that's something Jesus didn't even preach. This is another video of this professor of predictive history. I'll get your name right next video. I'm sorry. So when he says mind leads to matter, in reality, it means the monad breathes vibration over millions of years, and that vibration turns into atoms. The same way, if you look up pictures of Vishnu and Hindu understanding of the universe, it's like Vishnu breathing out little bubbles of universes, and those universes, there's more Vishnus. I don't know. I'll do a whole Wikipedia. Wikipedia is actually pretty cool. I never really went on I've never really been on Wikipedia for fun. It's always been in the past to learn. I had to search some history thing and then copy and paste and figure out how to reword this whole passage so it can I can turn it in for a project. But the monad creates the dyad, which is a demigod, by making a god with a human, putting them together. And look, there's the whole video was very interesting. I'm gonna just kind of talk about this aspect of the video, because I can make a whole series on just this video, and I'm gonna make this a episode 1 for breaking down or it's gonna be actually episode 2, because I had another episode talking about this as well. It's kind of, you have to break certain things down and understand it fully, because it'll usually fly over my head personally. So why not explain it here so I personally can understand, and whoever's watching this can understand too, because I find this stuff very interesting. There is a connection that I see from reading Hindu scripture. I've read and studied Hindu scripture in depth over the past couple months on my free time, and listening to these audiobooks, listening to the scripture, you see a lot of similarities in all the religions, and how in these videos with the predictive history talks about are these secret societies, and these secret societies, how they use religion to these secret societies these members don't even need to meet up with each other, because if you follow the religion, that means you are in the secret society, if you follow the religion to how it's supposed to be followed. And you're active with it, like Jewish people. Why are you say Jewish people are super rich, they have everything. Indian people are super this and that. Chinese people, every culture, not culture, every religion. Usually, I think if you follow the religion how it's supposed to be followed, and sometimes following that way nowadays it's been corrupted, especially with Christianity and certain aspects from what I have learned from these videos. But I do believe that Jesus, whatever he was preaching, from what I've learned, was the truth, but the way the Bible was marketed by the Roman Empire was a false view of what Jesus actually stood for. And more so, Jesus stood for something that is more related to this Hinduism, Buddhism, Egyptian. These cultures, these religions have a similar framework. And I'm going to be learning more about that. I'm going to end this video here. If you find this stuff even a bit interesting, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you would like me to break down next. It could be anything. I find things interesting, and, it's interesting to talk about things and discuss it. Thank you.